How are you all? Welcome back to the channel where you can get your crypto fix. I'm Triple Van Winkle, and I'm your boss. I hope everyone is having a great day. It's July 11th, Thursday. One more day until payday on Friday, then the weekend, and finally we can all just chill out. I'm worn out, people. I didn't sleep well at all last night. In fact, I slept in an extra 30 minutes in the morning, gather my things, drink my coffee, put the dog on a leash, go downstairs, and go for a walk. It's still pretty dark outside because the sun rises a little later this time of year. After that, you just walk into spider webs, one after another. There are times when you'll just walk down the street. You don't have anything, nothing. Not a single pole, bush, or sign is there. You smoke a spider web by yourself in the street. How does this thing hang there? People describe it as being like cobwebs floating in the air and getting all over them. You feel like a spider is on you until you take a shower. It's getting to me. It's getting to me. It really is amazing. I'm going to walk in the middle of the street to stay away from situations like this, and somehow a spider web smokes me. It's not just one string. Either it looks like you caught the whole web. That thing is all over you, and you're swinging to try to get it off. The dog then starts to pull in one direction. It feels like a spider is walking up and down my body. It feels like it, but I can't see it. It's getting to me. They don't come from where I know. They seem to float in the middle of the street without any effort on my part. After that, it smokes you. Doesn't make any sense to me. That was how I began my day. We are going to talk about the ARD ticket in this episode. This one will blow your mind. Place your bets on Ethereum at a record high. XRP boiler bench, they really are squeezing. When they squeezed like this before, there was a huge move to the upside. Salesforce. On the back end, you can pay with XRP, real USD Ripple stablecoin, and an update on the case between Ripple and the SEC. I'll take care of you. Watch as we fit it all in. Bitcoin $58,516. There has been a 2.3% change in its value over the last 24 hours. Ethereum is leaving 3,143. It's at 1.25% right now. The USDT and USDC are both coming in at 99 cents instead of their dollar values. As for XRP, it's up. There you go, kid. Between 43 cents and a huge 44 cents. Yes, please call the cops or someone. There is an issue. It's gone up 1% in the last 24 hours. The total value of all cryptocurrencies, $2,173 billion. What do we do next? No one knows, though, since we're just in this magical chopper inch. But I do know that age 2. That's why the second half of the year, which we're now in, is going to be absolutely amazing. When it starts to happen, it will happen quickly. BTC will be worth $100,000 by the end of the year. Note it down, stick it on your fridge or your parents' freezer. It doesn't matter where you put it. It's taking place. XRP is a very easy goal to reach, people. 30 cents more from here, we need 75 cents. After that, I'll be excited to see what happens in 2019. Visit my store at thatsuckrightnow.com. No matter what you buy, shipping is free. 24 bucks for tumblers. I should say $25. Whiskey cups that are engraved. 2 out of 34, 4 out of 54. The brand new roller coasters you get for those bad boys. Next week, the Bitcoin, Solana, and whiskey sets with 40-ounce tumblers will be back in stock. It's yours. I get it. You need it. I get it. People, place your order now. Uruguay. Last night, who watched that game? Argentina and Colombia. What a crazy game. What a game. What? It wasn't Argentina, it was Colombia. That's not what I mean. It was in Uruguay and Colombia. What a game that was. France, but Argentina, they got something. It's for their sports team. The person who plays, well, it is. Check out these fans to see what kind they are. Who is the well-known Argentine soccer player? Please. Lionel Messi, you already know that they made it to the Copa last 4. They have something. CoinMarketCap says that the Argentina Football Association ARD coin is the most valuable soccer fan token. Take a look, it just went boom. Boomed. That's really cool to see. In the semis, they beat Canada. They are now in the finals and will play Colombia. Also, this is a fun fact, they seem to be full of them today. Colombia hasn't lost in 2 years, but that was to Argentina the last time. The game is this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to watch that staked as the ETF approval date gets closer. Ethereum prices are getting close to all-time highs. The odds on Polymarket say that Ethereum ETFs will be accepted by July 26th. That's right, July 26th, folks. At that point, they want the Ethereum ETF to be approved. One thing is for sure, the ETF is accepted. That's great news for the markets for altcoins. And the Polymarker does 90% better I think it will be here by July 26th. Also, it was meant to be the first week of July at first. It has now been moved to the third week of July in July. I'm not sure if it was a 26 exact buy or not. It's coming. We are sure that it will happen. How do we know it's going to happen? After seeing what the SEC did to Ethereum in the consensus, they filed a lawsuit even though it wasn't really filed yet. They put it on the desk, set a calendar alert, and told the person in charge to come back in 4 weeks and say that they looked into Ethereum and the consensus and everything is fine. That's what they did. Why did they do that? They will jump in because they can now make it possible for an Ethereum ETF in the organization to have one. It's that easy. In its past and right now, XRP has one of the tightest monthly boiler band squeezes. Guess how much it moved the last time it squeezed like this? 60,000%. That's right. Those are the boiler bands. That's what you're seeing, people. It's close. It's going to get out. There will be a strong move to the upside when it does break out. You want to know when, and I don't know the answer. No one knows. No one knows. Still, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. As I already said, XRP will reach a new all-time high if it goes above 75 cents by the end of the year. If you remember, the all-time high price of XRP in the US was around $2.80. You don't need to believe me. David Schwartz agreed with it. We were having a Twitter battle or war, whatever you want to call it, and Schwartz stepped in to support me. He said, yes, that's right, it was never 3,871. That was a South Korean price that was never available in the US. So maybe in your part of the world, it's a different all-time high, but for the purposes of my channel, since I'm based in the US. And follow US. Price charts, 2,871 is the all-time high. Now, I'm sure that we'll go above and set a new all-time high during this bull run. As promised, this movie will start right away with the second part of the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit. Okay, Fred Raspoli said that July 31st could be a date. He also thought that the company would get a fine of no more than $25 million and no one would be fired. He says the judge says that all the sales she thought were illegal are forever stopped, and that all the new contracts that Ripple brought up are not properly before her. The SEC will have to sue again if it thinks these are breaking her decision. That's what he said. We're talking about this now because he asked us to. He said about 3 days ago that the earliest he could see the decision in this case was Friday. This Friday, 1 day from now, which is the day before the decision of summary judgment's anniversary. If that doesn't happen, he's still betting on the end of July as his own guess. It will be August 31st in 2.5 weeks. That's it. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think she'll do it before the date so that everything fits together? Do you think she'll do it before July? Before she lets them go? At the end of July and beginning of August, just before the kids start back to school, let them take their family trip or break. August is a great month to go on trips. In August, don't go to Disney. Do you get what I mean? Do not visit any of those parks, Universal, Disney, or any other. It's 110 degrees outside, and it's going to rain around 2:30 or 3 p.m. Plus, there will be a lot of people waiting in line because everyone is on vacation with their kids. In August, everyone likes to go. Now it's time to tell. That's the news, everyone. An answer will come tomorrow or by the end of the month. I'm going to leave it at that. Listen, be nice, wash your hands, and treat each other with respect. Waves now Ben Winkle is free.